This month we're doing an adventure in Nicaragua. It's a different type of adventure than we've done in the past. We're actually sending a group down to build a church for a local community and build a house for someone in need. You guys are gonna like this episode, so stay tuned.
Every day I'm trying to figure out what I'm missing in life, and it's just crazy what they don't have down here. So it's just been an extremely humbling, just powerful experience for me so far.
Hello everybody, good morning. We are here in the community of Las Parcelas, and we are here at the Church of Fuente de Vida. As you can see right now, we are trying to finish the building of the church. Right now we can see over here that we have concrete being mixed, you know. That's to pour the floor today, and we're going to be doing on the floor and the roof today. Lord willing, we're going to be able to do work and finish today. So pray for us and pray for what we're doing right here.
So here we're pouring concrete. This is where the pulpit's going to be, and the finish, this over here didn't have enough water in it, so we had to kind of remix our formula for the concrete. As you can see here, this is the way that it needs to look.
Okay, right now guys, as you can see, we are welding the pieces that are gonna go above on top of the roof. Over there we are doing the frame, the beams to go to the top. And then over here, these are gonna be the nailers that are gonna go across the whole building. So we're actually welding 3 together because the church is pretty long. So that's what we're doing right now over here.
This is an experience of a lifetime to be able to help build the church and people can worship. So that's what's happening right here. And after the floor is poured, then the roof will go up, and we'll have a church here before long.
I work for Chosen Children Ministries. I have been here for about 15 years. I really love this ministry. We have built churches, we build homes for needed people, we feed children, we do wells in this ministry. And I really believe that God is doing something great here, not only because we provide homes or churches or food, but because we are sharing the love of Christ with all these people that maybe they didn't know about Christ, and now they do.
All right, so yesterday you were here, and we were having a problem with the water pump. We pulled it out. It's about 200 feet of pipe, and they're messing with the pump. There's a check valve that keeps the water from flowing back in, and apparently there's too much pressure on it, and so it's not letting the water flow out. So therefore, Group Rings gentlemen had to pump water for 8 hours yesterday by hand. So that's what they're doing right now, is trying to get it, decide what kind of valve to replace it with.
We actually met a guy a few minutes ago that had built his whole house in 3 days, and one way that he makes a living and buys food for his family is to ride around on a cart and pick up plastic and aluminum to recycle it. So he had a flat tire on his bicycle, so we're on our way to lunch, so we thought we would take him with us and get his bike tire fixed. So hopefully he can get back on the road, start picking up some more things to recycle, and provide for his family again. Man, we're here at this bike repair shop, and the guy's trying to part it out and just do a little bit at a time, but we're gonna have to get the whole thing, so we're waiting on the price to see what it's gonna be.
So 550.
Right. Here, just deal with that.
Okay, it's all right.
All right. Thank you.
Very good.
Okay. All right.
I see you next time.
All right. We got everything we need. We're headed back to Iglesia to get some work done. So today we actually traveled about three miles from the ministry campus, and we have this really awesome opportunity to help build a house for one of the workers on the campus. Mickey came to Chosen Children a few years ago, did not know the Lord when he came there, and just progressively came to know Jesus, and now has an opportunity to build his own home right here about 3 miles away from the campus. So we're going to spend our day doing that. We're going to lay a lot of block. We're going to put on a roof and mix a lot of concrete. Then tonight we have the opportunity to marry Mickey to his new wife so that this weekend they can move into their new house together before we have to go back home to ours. So now we come to the most important part of the ceremony.
Entonces ahora venimos a la parte más importante, a la parte crucial de la ceremonia.
Your marriage promises to each other.
Sus promesas de matrimonio el uno al otro.
I, Mickey,
Yo, Mickey,
take you, Arlene,
te tomo, Arlen,
as my wife,
como mi esposa,
to walk beside me.
para que camines conmigo.
I, Arlene,
Yo, Arlen,
take you,
te tomo,
Mickey,
Mickey,
as my husband.
como mi esposo.
Más fuerte, Paola.
By the authority given me as a servant of God,
Con la autoridad que se me ha otorgado como servidor del Señor,
I pronounce you husband and
yo lo
wife.
declaro marido y mujer.
Mickey,
Mickey,
you may kiss the bride.
podés besar a la novia.
On a trip 3 years ago, I was down here working in a barrio, and I noticed a lot of the locals that were working with me didn't have wedding rings on, and those particular locals, the men, were with women that I assumed were their wives. So I started asking questions, and I realized that marriage down here, to be civilly married, it costs $40, and a lot of the bars that we work in, they're so poor they don't have the money to eat, let alone get married civilly. So it really bothered me not being able to get married, and I reached out to Groove Life, and it was amazing how God joined the two together. This year's trip, we were fortunate enough for 7 of the Groove Life guys to come on the trip. It's just been amazing to see how God has connected Groove Life with this ministry, and just providing the rings down here, and we're just amazed at how God is using that, and it's been an awesome trip.
This is our 4th and final day of work here in Nicaragua. We finished construction on the church and are having a dedication service to welcome in the community. We also have the privilege of marrying 3 more couples and providing them with rings.
We've been coming down here for many years.
Hemos estado viniendo a Nicaragua ya por varios años.
But this is the first time
Pero esta es la primera vez
that the church
que la iglesia
was almost built
estaba casi lista
when we got here.
cuando nosotros venimos.
But David had faith in God.
Pero lo más importante es que David tenía fe en Dios.
He knew with God's help that he could defeat anyone and anything.
One of the trips down here last year, we were able to see some children, and a lot of them need sponsorships. I was able to sponsor one of those children, and his name is Juan Carlos. This trip, I had no idea that I was going to be able to see him. So I actually got to meet this young man. To see that young man, see him in the flesh, and see his, you know, the way he carries himself, the way he reacts, and the way that he smiles, and not just for a photo, just to watch him interact was truly amazing. It was like nothing I've ever experienced.
We've built probably 10 churches over the last 10 years, and they're really big and always have been big about meeting a physical need to meet a spiritual need. And Guillermo told me a long time ago, he said if a kid's stomach is growling because he's hungry, he's not going to hear you what you have to say about Christ. And so that's why we feed them. Then we tell them about God.
So what we try to do when we have a church service, after the church service, we serve a meal and we pass out Bibles, which we'll do here after everybody eats. But on most days, the people in this barrio eat maybe one meal a day, if that. This building here is actually a meal serving station that we use, and we send food up here weekly for them to be able to eat off of.
I had a pretty negative opinion about service trips, mission trips, whatever they may be, but coming down here has completely shifted that and totally flipped that upside down. One of the guys on the trip, Jesse, actually said it in a few sentences, but it was really impactful to me that they may not need us physically to build things for them, but us being here and just giving them support and excitement and showing them that we care and that what they're doing and what they can do for themselves matters. That's a huge gift that we can provide, just to come down here and love on people and be excited for them.
I wasn't really quite sure what I was going to get myself into. I wasn't quite sure how it was going to kind of be constructed. You know, my first thoughts were, all right, we're going to do preaching God upon people. We're gonna build some houses, and we're going to build some churches. I didn't realize how much opportunity we're going to have in the community to make an impact. And I think that's the biggest thing I'm taking away. This has been a life-changing experience for me.
Hey guys, I hope you liked that episode. It's a little different than what we've done in the past, but it kind of shows that adventure doesn't always have to be high adrenaline. Sometimes it can be working in a foreign country, serving people in need. So whatever you guys are doing out there, do it to the fullest. Keep grooving. We'll see you next month.